Hi everyone, MARKCHES here. Welcome to the channel, and for today's video, I'll be giving you my comparison between these two beasts of cushion sneaker. Max cushion, guys, max cushion. So let's get on with it. Here on my right is a Jordan 40, which is relatively new. And this is the LeBron 22. It was released early this year, last year. I think it was still last year. So the 23 will be coming out, and I'm pretty excited with that because it's the number of LeBron, and of course, I think it will be his last signature sneaker while he is playing. Hopefully, I get the chance to see him live, but again, I mean, in a real NBA game, I watch him in Olympics, but that's a little tangent between this comparison. So a lot of you have been requesting me to compare these two because of how nice these cushion setups are on the Jordan 40 and the LeBron 22. And in terms of price points, they're pretty much similar on the same range because they're the top of the line sneakers from, of course, Nike, and this is from Jordan brand. And let's get on with it. Let's start first with the uppers of these two sneakers, and right off the bat, I would say in terms of premiumness, it hands down Jordan 40 because of all the nice leather that are here in the Jordan 40. Look, there's a lot of folding already here on my Jordan 40, but you can see how soft it is to the touch. Just cover the light. It's very ultra soft, and even on the side panels of the shoe, ang lambot niya. It's very soft from the first time that you wear it, and even after, the more that you play it, the leather becomes more comfortable. But the only downside of this leather is, I mean, the whole upper is, it's very thick. And of course, if it's leather, there's no ventilations there. The only ventilations that you will be having is around here on the tongue. Even the tongue didn't have any perforations. I just wish that they added some holes like the ones on the shoes that recently that I reviewed that has a lot of like the ones in the Kobe's. There's a lot of ventilations here on the tongue, so I wish that they did that here on the Jordan 40, but no. So ventilation wise, I would give it to the LeBron 22s, although the LeBron 22s doesn't have that as much premium leather as the ones on the Jordan 40, but it's still pretty nice. But just point of comparison, the Jordan 40 really feels more expensive than the LeBron 22s. But the LeBron 22s, it's not that bad either. It's very soft, especially this colorway, this launching colorway of the LeBron 22s, and a lot of colorways have came out, and the materials are pretty good too. And I would say ventilation wise, I will give it to the LeBron because it's a lot thinner compared to the paddings that you can find and feel on the 40s. And for the support wise, I would say they're pretty much the same because there's a lot of housing here. Even the stitching of the swoosh really cages your foot, and this piece here cages your foot too, and even on the medial side, this cupping here in the midfoot really cups your foot really nicely. But slight advantage of the support on the Jordan 40 because of how thick the materials are. So it really holds up when you're cutting, especially when you're doing lateral movements. You can feel the 40s really catching you, especially this area. This plastic piece, oh no, this foam piece rather, goes up here, so you're seated right below here. So it kind of cages your foot a bit on the lateral side, a bit more compared to the LeBron 22s. So slight advantage, but they're pretty good on both sneakers for the support category. And going to the laces, both are very similar laces. Internal fast lacing or speed lacing tech from Nike and Jordan brand. The tongue on both sneakers are very nice premium leather on the J40 with ample padding, but the LeBron 22s has pretty much or a better padding, more cushion tongue compared to the 40. So that's a big difference between the two. Some areas this has an advantage, and some areas the Jordan 40s has. And even on the heel part, I would say pretty much the same. Very comfortable around the heel. It's just that the placing of the foam or cushion is higher here on the 22s, while the J40s is much spread equally from the top to the bottom part. So if you want that cupping feel around your Achilles more, the 22s will give you that better. But I would say pretty much the same in terms of cupping, heel protection, heel containment. Good on both sneakers. I would say equal on that category. No heel slippage on both. Very nice heel cupping on both sneakers. So they're pretty much like a mid-low cut sneaker in my opinion. So it has enough ankle protection for both sneakers. Now for the insole, pretty much the same insole. Normal insole that you get from Nike and Jordan brand. It's nothing special, but of course the cushion, these are the two, I would say, the best cushion from Nike and Jordan brand right now, because there's the GT jump, which is really high maximum, but the court feel really sacrificing that shoe. I would say the LeBron, this LeBron 22 gives you the right combination of responsiveness, bounciness, and impact protection on a Nike basketball sneaker. It has the best setup for me. While on the Jordan brand, of course, this full-length Zoom, Zrobel, but plus a carrier Zoom X foam. What more can you ask for from a Jordan brand sneaker? So the main difference between these two in terms of responsiveness, I would say it has better responsiveness on the LeBron, because the cushion on the LeBron is more on the springy side, because you can feel the forefoot Zoom unit more, and it doesn't sag that much when you're stepping on it. It's not that mushy compared to the full-length Zoom on the Jordan 40. So there's a little bit delay there on the Jordan 40, just a little bit. When you're wearing it side to side, you will feel the difference. But that's the advantage of the LeBron, is that the Zoom unit in the forefoot feels very responsive. Like if you're gonna shift, it won't sag when you're stepping hard on it. So you'll be wasting no split second on the LeBron 22, while the heel also has a bounciness there, which I like more on the heel of Jordan 40, because it has a lot of impact protection. It's more mushy on the J40 compared to the LeBrons. So if you want impact protection from the forefoot to the heel, and of course comfort wise, very mushy feel but still has the bounce to it, the J40s will give you that. But if you want total responsiveness with springiness, bounciness, and a good impact protection, so the LeBron will be for you. So bounciness is here, more mushy or impact protection, more comfort below your foot, the J40s. For the heel to toe transition, I would say the LeBron 22 has a bit more advantage there. It has a decoupled outsole. It bends and springs back a bit more compared to the J40s, which has a very flat outsole, and it's kind of heavier in the bottom. So the balance of the weight is better here on the LeBrons, while here the heel to toe transition ain't that bad, but I would give the LeBrons a slight advantage in that department. Now let's get into the traction of these two. So if you just a segue, if you wanna watch the full performance review, I'll be putting the link down in the description below of these two individual sneakers, so that it's more in-depth. But now for the traction wise, the coupled and the rubber is pliable, it moves, it's also thick, that's why it grips really well on the floor. It squeaks a lot too, while the J40s also has that very similar hardness, and I would say the thickness wise, I would say this is more durable because the lines are more together or are more continuous, so it's lesser to break. Because on the J40s, it has, the lines are sometimes it's cut into a very small, like a 2mm or 3mm size. So if it tears up, it can just tear away from the shoe, while the LeBron will be holding much better. I mean, if you're playing this on outdoor courts, I would say the outsole of the LeBron will be a little better, but these two sneakers are very expensive. It's up to you if you want to play with them outdoors, but I think they'll be a beast outdoors. But the J40s, if it's a hot weather like here in the Philippines, it's gonna create some steam in your feet while you're playing in outdoors setting, especially on a mid-sunny day. Yeah, so LeBron on outdoor use, I would say it's much better comparing these two. And of course, also you would consider that the price point, because the LeBron 22 is a much older sneaker. So a lot of colorways are already on sale on the LeBron 22s. So if you're more in the budget, I would say the LeBron 22s will be better, especially if you're gonna play with it outdoors. Same cushions, a good supportive sneaker, a good traction sneaker. I mean, this is bang for your buck. But if you want to try the J40s and you have the budget, go ahead. It's an ultra comfortable sneaker, very premium looking. It's especially that premium feel to it is one thing that you will buy on the J40s. And of course, let's weigh them in. Both are US 11. Yeah, this came in to me as a shock. The J40s, I know it's heavy, but I didn't expect it to be that heavy. 509 grams on the US 11. While the LeBron 22s on US 11, it's just 453. So around 50 grams difference between these two. Yeah, on hand you will feel this way lighter compared to the J40s. But when I was playing with the J40s, it didn't feel that heavy because of how nice the fitting are on the sneaker. And speaking of fitting, the J40s, you have to watch out. It's a bit more snug here in the forefoot compared to the LeBron 22s, which has more space here in the forefoot. So if you're a wide foot, I would suggest or recommend more the LeBron 22s. So that's it on my comparison between these two sneakers. Let me know which one you would choose. So hit me a comment down below. This is MARKCHES. Thank you for dropping by. I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.